So this season's been one of the biggest of your career in terms of changing championships, changing bikes, changing manufacturers. If someone had said to you before testing it would have gone as it has so far this season, up until this point, would you have expected it to go as well as it has? And how did you come back from such a hard 2018?
Actually, it's gone quite how I expected it, to be honest. I did say earlier in the year I used the first part of the season as like a learning, and when we get to the showdown I need to really put the pressure on. So far it's kind of done that. I said on new circuits, if I can finish on the podium, I'll be happy with that. We did that as well. Hardest thing for me was breaking my leg a month before first test started, but we managed to come through that and it didn't really affect me too much, fortunately, so we could focus on trying to win the championship this year. And bouncing back from 2018 was a really hard year, and it was a bit touch and go if I wanted to continue racing at all. And then having this option to do some, say, completely different circuits, bike, team, manufacturer, tyres, the list is endless. I like a challenge, and when I take a challenge and I can, say, take it to that challenge, it does make me feel good as a person and a rider, and it's actually get me more emotion to racing and to want to continue for many more years.
And what is the Scott Redding as of today by comparison to how you were 12 months ago?
Just an unleashed animal. Now, to be fair, what I've liked the most about coming to BSB is I can really be myself. People get my humour. I'm allowed to do things that I want to do. Because you need to enjoy it. It's a lot of, say, politics and what you can and can't do at world level, whereas now it's, you still got to respect rules, and there are lines not to cross, but in the end we are here to entertain and to enjoy and try and win. And with those three factors in myself, I can be Scott Redding that I want to be, and that's something that's probably helped me even more this year.
And you touched on pre-season testing. You had that training accident before that, and there's obviously the build-up for you making your debut on the superbike. Do you feel like that put on more pressure on you before those first tests that we had earlier in the year?
I don't know, I just didn't accept that the leg was kind of broken. I wanted to make the first test and I wanted to show I was fast, and we topped the timesheets from the first test already, and I knew already when I tested the bike the year before at the end of the season, we got half a day on it just as a little shakedown. I knew already that I can be strong with this bike. The bike was working how I feel a bike should work, and I had confidence, so I wasn't too fussed. I was quite mentally strong after struggling with a lot of years with other problems. Now to be clear-minded with something that works kind of motivated me to keep working.
And started the season with a podium at Silverstone. How big a deal was that for you at the time, coming straight in, podium finish? Race 2 didn't obviously end how you wanted it to, but did that give you that initial fire early on in the season?
No, it actually kicked me back a little bit. It took me a bit by surprise, because obviously I was fastest through all of testing. I felt strong, did a lot of work with long runs and won laps and felt good. Got to Silverstone and thought, the Ducati is supposed to be strong. I think I can win the first race. And actually with the characteristics of the circuit, the bike was making a bigger difference than the rider. Because we saw the results were actually, what you see then to now was quite different. And I worked really hard to try my best, but I just didn't have enough pace on edge grip, and around there at Silverstone was a lot of edge grip. That's why the Yamahas were strong. And I thought, oh no, like this is going to be more than even I expected. And then we got to the second race and things started to settle in, and then I think once I adapted a bit to the riding style a bit more and understanding tyres and brakes and all that stuff, and getting some races under my belt, I could get my confidence back to know, actually, I can do it. And my biggest, say, it's not relief, but breaking that barrier was Donington, when I won all three races, and that was like, you have still got it and you can still do it. So that was, for me, the breaking point.
And after Silverstone came Alton Park, which is renowned by many new riders in the championship as the toughest on the calendar. Did you find that the biggest hurdle perhaps of the year in terms of the tracks you were learning? Which one have you found the hardest?
Yeah, I would say Alton Park was the hardest circuit for me to learn. Just due to the fact of, like, the speed is high, and the track is a very blind circuit. Many corners you can't see where you're going, or you've got Armco, so you can't see which corner's coming next. and I was a fish out of water. Like, it's something I've never had to do before. The bike's jumping, you're going up through clay or fifth gear, and you can't get it wrong there. And it was hard, I'm not going to lie, but I was determined to do the best I could and do what I can, and I didn't relax until probably 5 laps to go of race 2.
You touched as well on Donington Park. What was the feeling like returning to the top step of the podium? Because you'd obviously had good performances up until that point, but Donington was the turning point, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, Donington was a turning point for me, really. I mean, everyone expected me to win there. I expected myself to win there. And we was consistently fast, but I just couldn't get off the start. So I had to go back to, I think, like 12 position, then work my way through. And just getting that win was like that relief, like, oh, I've done it. And then I could do it again and again. And it was good. I mean, that's the thing, when people expect you to do it and you expect yourself to do it and you do it, there's a lot of confidence reward with that.
And the last visit to Brands Hatch was a bit of a mixed bag. Conditions weren't ideal. How do you reflect on that weekend? Because that was probably one of the first and only times so far this year you've made a mistake.
I wouldn't say it was a mistake, it's part of learning. As a new circuit for me, I took pole position. That's a very strong point. Qualifying is not my strongest area anyway. I focus a lot on the race. And I was still in my learning area when I saw them conditions, and I thought, take a bit of a chance, try an intermediate. I would have expected a little bit, not support from my team, but they know more than me about the tyres, and they kind of left it in my hands. So I thought, you know what, try it now. I know I'm going to make the showdown, let's do it. Better to find out now than, to come in following end of season race. It didn't work, and that's how it was. So I learned from it. I probably wouldn't do it again. And then, we went to race 2 where it was dry, and I thought, got a chance to win this. I felt fast and comfortable, felt good, and I think we had a tyre that was just not quite working to the best of its ability, and midway through the race I was struggling with rear grip, and it happens sometimes. I took it on the chin, took a podium first time at a track that I've never been to, so I was quite happy, and I'm looking forward to coming back for the final round.
And you took wins at Knock Hill and Snetterton, which are other tracks that you'd never been to before, something that pre-season there was quite a lot of criticism of, would you learn the circuits and would you adapt? Is that something that you thrived on this year, being able to prove those critics wrong, and how does that sort of...
I've always had people doubt me. It's just, if I think for every rider it's the same. It's just how you react to that, and me reacting was just showing that I'm not going to probably fade under the pressure or struggle at the circuits. Same like Alton Park, I did say it does scare the life out of me. Yes, it does, and I got 2 choices. I can either roll out and just cry about it, or I can grab hold of the bike and do the best I can and cheat the limit. And I think that's probably why I was successful in new circuits. I do like a new track, that adrenaline and that target to be the best on a new circuit for me was good, and to do it at Knock Hill was pretty sick.
You ended the main season with a strong weekend at Alton Park and then carried that momentum into the Showdown. Do you think that gave you mentally a bit of an upper hand on everybody else?
A little bit. It was good for me to get back to a track that I've rode this bike on for the second time in one season. I immediately felt better. We was almost 1 second faster than before. I knew I was in a chance to fight for wins, and I think I was the first guy to break Josh's rhythm of wins, so I was quite happy about that, and did other 2 podiums there, so it did give me confidence. But I knew anyway at this point that I am getting stronger and more relaxed at the same time. So if I can do that at Alton Park, I know going on to Assen and other circuits, coming to Brands Hatch, for me, I know I'm going to be faster and it's going to be easier.
Could you have asked any more for the Showdown and how it's gone so far, do you think?
I don't think so. Showdown so far has gone really well. Pole position, both tracks, won both races at both tracks. I can't ask for much more, It's been good. It's been good racing. The season's settled down a bit, and it's just coming down to 3 guys really, and I look forward to that challenge.
And you've been in championship contention before when you were in Moto2. How would you approach the final round and the final 3 races, given that the advantage is currently in your hands going into the last races at Brands Hatch?
I got experience from when I was younger, fighting for a world title. I think that's a lot more pressure than a title now. and I lost that due to circumstances that were not in my hands. So I know coming here, I've learned some things. I've told myself many things before the season started, that when I'm in this position, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z, and that's already helped me a lot. So I'll keep that focus on what I want to do. And I feel comfortable where I am. You know, people were saying to me already after Assen, like, you're quiet, you seem really relaxed. And I feel relaxed, you know. I feel like I'm in a position where I can win. I have no reason to be nervous. I do have a points advantage. It works in my favour as well. So for me, it's just to do the same as every weekend, is to try and win the race. Sure, it's going to be a battle with Tommy and Josh here, because they're both good around this track. But the long-term target is to wrap the title up, and that's what's most important. I feel strong, comfortable and relaxed to the best that I can, and that's what we need.
And what do you think winning the title would actually mean to you?
Will be a lot. I haven't won a title for many years. To come so close and lose it like I did in Moto2 hurt a lot, but it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. So to be in this position again, but to feel a bit, say, stronger in that position is good. It will mean a lot. I mean, it's just to be champion at the end of a season. It's a lot of reward for myself, my family, my team, my fans, for everyone that's stuck behind me, everyone that's got me there. Feels like you're actually giving something back from a passion side, and that's what we go racing for.
Finally, how would you sum up the 2019 Bennetts BSB season up until this point?
So far, been the best year of racing of my life. I've had so much fun on track, off track. I've connected so well with the fans and felt really good. You know, the way the championship's been run has been amazing. I couldn't fault it. We've had issues through the season, but it is what it is. You know, that's what rules are there for. And it's just given me that energy of positivity for racing again. And I don't think I would have got that without making this move. So, you know, a big thanks to getting me here and giving me this opportunity that now I feel like I can race for many years more and be good at it.